They stole my mother, how they railroaded her into a nursing home. Again, look forward to our website that's currently under construction, saveourelderly.com. I want to share with you about the cousins, the relatives that supported my brothers and my mother's sisters, helping to railroad our mother into a nursing home. Tony Clark Goodman, her husband, her children, her father's family, and friends all came to the aid of my youngest brother. When I asked to share what was happening with our mother, they declined to listen with a very rude attitude. Why is it that negative people come together better than any other group? Now, my cousins, relatives, Tony and Carl Clark, joined my youngest brother in his quest for our mother's home. Why didn't they try to hear all sides of what was happening, all the facts? Again, this goes way back. These cousins haven't visited our mother in 40 years. My younger adult brothers, in their 50s, whine, and who comes to their aid? Codependents. None of these people take responsibility for their actions. None of them think of the consequences to their actions because they don't care about others. They just want to appear like they do. So what facts did Tony and Carl have that would make them support my youngest brother, who's an alcoholic, prior crack user, has weapons, drugs, etc.? I'm sure he removed the drugs and guns from my mom's house before the police could get there. He stated he knew what to do with them on October 6, 2011. Without speaking with me, our oldest brother, god sister, neighbors, etc., her loved ones, those that have been caring for our mother for the past 40 years, they decided to support my youngest brother. I'd like to ask, why did Paulette Crowley, our mother's cousin, come to the hearing? I can't remember if she ever visited our mother's home over the 40 years. Now understand, I've made several visits to my Uncle Leonard Clark's home, and he was my in-law prior to his death after my Aunt Shirley died. I've tried extensively to visit Paulette's mother. However, she always tells me about her busy schedule of working and caring for her mother. So why does she make time to come to the hearing? Why does she walk by me and my brother and not speak? What was her purpose? Power in numbers or both? How could she help care for our mother when she needs help caring for her own? Why wasn't she home caring for her mother, who suffers from advanced Alzheimer's, who should be in a home, instead of assisting with placing my mother in a home, or with her sisters who hasn't been around for the past 20, 30 years? Why would someone who's taking care of their mother try and stop me from taking care of my mother? Review the 7 deadly sins and you'll understand why. Why do these people, relatives, godchildren, and supposed Christians do things to harm others, and God's children and supposed Christians do things to harm others without justifiable reason? Does anyone think before acting? I'd like to share more on Doyle Johnson with the Department of Health and Senior Services. Why did Doyle Johnson have her placed in a home 1 week before the guardianship hearing? You and I both know he was setting the stage to leave her there. He knows better than anyone. Once a guardian of the public administrator, Tom Ayers, it's heck to get that change. Why did he wait a year to do that? There's been family discord before he came on the scene and throughout the entire time. He stated it so many times. I say it's because I found my power of attorney documents. Why did Doyle Johnson allow my youngest brother to retain documentation he acquired under shady means? Have you ever heard of a person getting a power of attorney document while a guardianship hearing is pending? Doyle Johnson told us on his first visit that we couldn't obtain any power of attorneys. So why did Doyle allow the occupancy permit to stand knowing that my youngest brother didn't live there? Why didn't he revoke the power of attorney my youngest brother obtained in December of 2011, which the Department of Aging hotline stated should have been revoked, and the banking establishment stated it should have been revoked? However, Doyle Johnson told the banking establishment to leave it active. Why did Doyle Johnson ignore the fact that my 2 brothers didn't get along until after my live-in brother went to jail? Why did Doyle Johnson initially tell my youngest brother to return our mother home or he'd take legal proceedings? And a few days later, he felt it was the best place for our mother in our brother's home. Why did he allow my youngest brother to act as temporary guardian when he specifically told my oldest brother that he couldn't give up the position until the hearing because my oldest brother and I agreed that I should handle things being the temporary guardian because it was too much for him. So why didn't Joel Johnson want me to be temporary guardian? Don't know. But each of my three brothers had an opportunity to be temporary guardian, each unable to properly care for our mother. Why did Doyle Johnson leave our mother with my live-in brother, especially based on the hospital hotline call and the documentation regarding her injuries? My live-in brother should have been the first one suspected of the abuse to our mother. Why did Doyle Johnson ignore me when I shared over and over again about our mother's diagnosis? Why did Doyle Johnson feel he was qualified to diagnose our mother? He's not a doctor. I feel Doyle Johnson is an inapt representative for the Department of Health and Senior Services. Why did Doyle Johnson continue to let our live-in brother keep our mother confined? Just look at the number of police calls made to her home just so we could visit. Why did Doyle Johnson continue to let the same brother verbally abuse and degrade our mother? Why did Doyle Johnson tell me that he wouldn't speak with me? He'd only speak with Angelo. So he skipped me, however he would listen to my three brothers, two of which were totally unsuitable to care for anyone. Why did Doyle Johnson leave our mother with my brothers that had prior criminal records, current criminal charges pending and/or warrants for arrest? Why did Doyle Johnson leave our mother with my youngest brother, an alcoholic? They've never cared for our mother, and both my younger brothers didn't even visit our mother while hospitalized over the years unless they wanted something. Selfishness. Why did Doyle Johnson try to intimidate my oldest brother and our mother? Why did Doyle Johnson tell my mother that I took her money and her Bible? He'll say he didn't, but our mother stated this while she was in the emergency room at St. Mary's, the same day my younger brother tried to have me removed from the hospital using the power of attorney document he obtained questionably. Why did Doyle Johnson threaten to have me and my oldest brother arrested on multiple occasions? Why did Doyle Johnson tell me that because St. Mary's Hospital contacted the hotline after viewing incriminating evidence from my mother's home, that it would go against me in court? Why wouldn't he be just as concerned as the hospital staff? Why did Doyle Johnson report to the courts go against me? Why did Doyle Johnson place
Why did Doyle Johnson leave our mother with her three sons and never give her only daughter an opportunity to love and care for her?
Why did Doyle Johnson ignore our mother's cries for help when she continued to defy my youngest brother because she didn't want to be with him? She was hospitalized 4 times in 1 month, and he put her back with her a 5th time. Why did Doyle Johnson deny our mother's request to go home from the hospital with our oldest brother? Why did Doyle Johnson tell the police my mother's diagnosis to keep her at my youngest brother's home after our mother called and told our oldest brother to help her? Her life was in danger. Real or not, wouldn't you think that type of perceived or real fear would be reasons to take her away from that environment? Why were the police calls overlooked? Clearly, the multitude of police calls by family and neighbors should have made someone think. Why did Doyle Johnson risk our mother's life to cover his tail? He didn't listen to the truth, didn't investigate to know the truth. He couldn't keep me from stating facts that made sense, so he decided to remove me as an obstacle in his way. Most don't understand the love I have for my mother, a love that's caring, protective, objective, providing, etc. Doyle Johnson may not never meet another like me, a daughter, sister that will fight till the end for her family. Why did Doyle Johnson think it was safer to allow my brothers with criminal records and illnesses that wouldn't support being guardian to care for our mother, rather than give me a chance? Why did Doyle Johnson keep me from seeing my mother in the hospital until the day I used my power of attorney document 6 and a letter from my mother's banking establishment, which basically voided my youngest brother's POA from December of 2011?
which was used to remove me from my mother's room in ER and caused her much pain. She cried terribly as they asked me to leave. Thank you. I'll continue with segment.